You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Yeah, that's right, I know your ass. And I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep cooking the way I want. Said you wanted to cook, didn't you? Cook that nigga! Anybody wanna make some money, do shit the right way, then please, by all means, stay. But if not, get the fuck out!
All right, man. You getting DP? Just get the fuck out.
You motherfuckers.
All right. Now what?
Ever cooked before?
You serious? I want to work.
All right.
If you don't know, man, you tuned in to Let's Yap About It. Even though I don't talk, but he got something to say. Stuck emotions out now.
Now y'all tuned in to Let's Yap About It. This ain't no podcast, it's a problem cast. I know why the name Fairfield, Texas, very own. Hey man, tell your baby mama I'm looking for her. Tell your wife I'm looking for her. That's what it is, man. Let's Yap About It, man. This ain't no podcast, this is a problem cast. Fat motherfucker, pimp, let's go, man.
Cuz. Don't lie, cuz. I don't fuck with too much talking. I don't be on that yapping shit, cuz. But you feel me? We can yap about it. You hear me on a podcast, you hear me? Yap About It podcast. Goddamn, go tap in with my people, bro. You hear me? So it's much gonna come with the interview real soon, too, y'all. So make sure y'all tap in, you hear me? We be talking with Yap About It podcast. Nigga, let's yap about it, cuz. Heard you was still talking, cuz. Let's yap about it.
You want your children to have the same education as white children. Then if you do, you want them to stay oppressed. Yes. You don't want them to be educated in terms of their unique history. You don't want them to be educated in terms of their learning styles. You don't want them to be educated in terms of the problems they have to solve for themselves. You don't want them to be educated in terms of the reality of the fact that they are oppressed. Not white children. No, you want them educated as if they were white children. That is the surest way to maintain oppression. To ignore one's reality and to be educated out of sync with one's reality. The black man today is being educated to solve white folks' problems. Yeah. Let's yap about it. Let's yap about it. Yap About It podcast. Starring Raw Bass. Let's yap about it. Let's yap about it. Let go. We in the mix. Fit too savage. Let's yap about it. Had to pray for all of my children. Now the whole they was living, how the COs be tripping. Bitch. Rappers losing on the back end because promoter dudes keep dipping. March seen the show when the dude started out of bloods, then start crippin'. Stripper niggas stop tipping, out of game niggas stop flipping. Bad attitude, so he had to move just to keep his ass out of prison. Seen a show about a young hoe, fucked on a sister, man, no apology. Let's yap about it. If the bitch come around me, shit, she can holler at me. Check my Instagram, she was following me, cause she knew I be where them dollars be. Rapid funds, but I keep it going, I fuck you up, no apologies. Bit too savage, savage like music.
What's up, y'all? We are back. I told you. Appreciate you for joining me for tonight's live stream broadcast. Listen, you already know who it is. It's Rob the Prob. You know what I'm saying? Back at you with a great episode for tonight, man. There's been so much going on. I want to talk about the few subjects that we're going to have on tonight. Dr. Umar Johnson, school is up for sale. What happened to the school? Was it bad business, bad publicity, or fear of it being a success? We're definitely going to talk about that tonight. We got some things to talk about, especially when it comes to Dr. Umar. Also tonight, man in Chicago is shot dead live on Facebook. This is an ongoing tragedy, and I'm going to explain and why it will never stop tonight. But I want to educate y'all on something. Corporate greed strikes with trap. Jobs are now using terms of you getting your education with trap, training, repayment, agreement, provisions. In other words, stay and pay. We definitely gonna get into that tonight. Also, a mother went viral for teaching her son dating values. She is teaching her son that a woman shouldn't have to work. Now, I want to get your guys' opinion on this. So if you guys want to get at me in the chat, you want to beg to differ, you got some hate, debate, whatever, I don't trip, come on down. The link will be in the chat. You can chime in on that as well. But there was something that really disturbed me that I seen, and it's been making its rounds. Kids are holding their ops hostage live on camera. Teens are assaulting and abusing their enemies to the utmost disrespect. Is childhood over for the youth of America? We definitely gonna tap in on that. But I really, really, really want to get into this tonight. I don't know if you've heard, Dr. Umar Johnson's dream school is up for sale. What happened to the school? But you know, I got to do my intro. You already know who it is. So without further ado, welcome to the Let's Yap About It podcast, where we are changing the world one conversation at a time. I'm Robert Higgins, your host for tonight's program. Please subscribe, share, and hit the like button to let us know we appreciate you for tuning in on the conversation. So the conversations that we're going to have tonight are concrete and tough, but nonetheless, we want to spark the brain, entertain, and most of all, explain in detail about what we are yapping about tonight. We got to give it to you tonight. So I want to do this, and I want to get them all the way out the way, because you know what we're doing. Listen, tonight's broadcast is is definitely brought to you tonight. You know what I'm saying, by none other than Bomade Vodka. You already know when I'm introducing them, they're one of the best vodkas out. Tonight's broadcast, if you ever get a chance, stop by and grab you. Listen, it's one of the best lemon-infused spirits out. From the hand-squeezed organic lemons infused for a refreshing taste, it will set the tone to any occasion. Made from real ingredients. This is the taste that you're looking for and will enjoy for times to come. So without further ado, let's get to this situation and the topic at hand. And you already know what I'm talking about. This situation here with Dr. Umar Johnson. What happened to the school? But I'm going to get into detail about that tonight. Very, very, very detailed. I'm going to be playing a little bit of what he talked about in his situation. As you know, his bank accounts have been frozen. In Wilmington, Delaware, is where the school is located, FDMG. I'm very aware of his background and the things that he has done for the community. So I have to give him the utmost respect for as far as him bringing awareness to the culture and to the community all over, all across America. I have to give him respect. So on tonight, if you think for a second that this was going to be a specific roasting session, a time to where I can show my disrespect to Umar, no, this is not the episode for that. I'm not doing that. And the reason I'm not doing that is because that's not what I stand for and that's not what I represent. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to be aware of that. If that's something that I don't represent and I don't put up on anything or anybody else. I do not condone that and I don't respect that at all. But let me get into it. And we're going to take this slow. And I want us to understand exactly what I'm talking about. Dr. Umar Johnson's school is being sold and what it means for Black people. After a decade of him fundraising and millions in donations, the dream was supposed to become a pillar of Black education, but it's being sold for parts. So let's be clear. This is just isn't about a man's trouble project. It's a reflection of the systematic traps that constantly threaten to dismantle Black-led institutions. You heard Dr. Amos Wilson talk about that earlier. Now, it seems the bill has come due. The Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy, Dr. Umar Johnson's ambitious vision was on the verge of being auctioned. This story is bigger than social media sound bites and the endless debates that we normally have. There's always been somebody from the people that he's done business with and had beefs with, Tariq Nasheed, a guy by the name of, I believe, Lennon, who's dedicated his time and his energy to showing his negative side and basically his scamming quote unquote side. He has a YouTube page to where he's dedicated his time, his energy, and resources, and has made quite a few dollars off of it. That I might add. But I want to say this, it's about the fragile state of Black education and the perpetual fight for self determination in a system that often seems engineered for our failure. We're going to analyze what's happening, why it's happening, and we're going to reveal a larger war for Black educational independence. But nonetheless, I got to bring my guy up here, definitely on the tap in, and I got to introduce him, none other than my boy, Tim the King, right here, man. I got to give him definitely a
You
round
already
of
know what it
applause,
is, baby.
man.
We going at it, baby. Going down in a major way, man.
Man, it's been crazy, man. I know you heard the news, Dr. Umar, up under public scrutiny about the school and whatnot, man. And I think, is it a disservice to the community? Absolutely. But I want you to chime in. I want to know your perspective, and then I'm going to give my perspective on the situation. So let's do it.
I feel like this, man. I don't know everybody's opinion, but me personally, I feel like for years he's been asking for funding from Black people who got money, things of that nature, right?
Hmm.
I think everybody kind of looked at, they
Hold on,
kind
you
of just
cut
brushed
off.
it off,
There you go.
looked at him like a sideshow.
Hmm.
People didn't really put their money where their mouth was. Entertainers, all that. And people really watched that man drown. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
We could say, oh yeah, the school failed, it this, and all that. But the man wasn't no multi-millionaire coming into this whole situation. So I feel like a lot of people probably could have put boots on the ground, help with the situation, and they didn't. And now that it's failing, everybody getting a laugh out the deal. And I really feel like it's fucked up, me personally, because we like to listen to what he said about this and that.
Hold on, you broke up.
We actually like to
There you go.
hear what Dr. Umar would have to say over Al Sharpton, right?
Absolutely. I'm gonna say this.
Hold up.
And feel free if y'all guys want to join in the chat. Listen, this conversation is for everybody to give their opinion. If you chiming in for the first time, man, welcome. But I really want to go in depth on this because it's heartfelt. I want to go directly in on saying this, and I mean this with the utmost respect. A lot of people wanted to see Dr. Umar fail. There was a slight to me in our black culture of where we don't like to get behind movements until they're damn near finished.
Hold up. Could you hear me?
No, I couldn't hear you. Go ahead. But go ahead.
All right. What I was saying was that in most black situations, right,
Mm-hmm.
we rather hear what Umar would have to say over a Ben Crump, over Al Sharpton, different people of that nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also, the black community sit back and they watch this man drown. It's people that could have stepped up, could have helped put money and put resources toward, the project that didn't. People looked at it like, oh man, you got it. You take care of it. So now they seeing the demise of the whole situation. Everybody's sitting back laughing and rejoicing. But let's be clear. The proper funding, the proper backing, who knows what this school could have been. And it's really unfortunate. It's fucked up because a white man can come to you with no game plan for real and say, hey, we're gonna do this and this, and everybody gets behind it. But this black man decides he want to do something for the black community, and everybody just stood back on the wayside. Even if they can say, oh, we weren't hoping he failed, but they still sat back and they watch. And that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James, and that's my guy. But LeBron James opened that school up. Everybody got behind LeBron. LeBron never put a mission statement out, none of that shit. Dr. Umar did. He told you what the game plan was, what he's gonna be teaching, what the curriculum is. We don't know what our public school teach. We know, yeah, they give away bikes and we know, shit like that, but we don't know what that curriculum actually is. You know what I'm saying? And Umar been preaching for years on what he wanted to teach, how it was gonna go. And once again, like we always do, you know, you ain't famous enough, bro. We ain't getting behind that. And look what happened. So, this not a celebratory moment for me. I know for some it is, but it's not for me, because what are these kids really learning in the public school system? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a cap on slavery that they can learn about. And even with that, black history don't start with slavery.
Come on.
It goes beyond that. Because where did you take these people from? These people were kings and not everybody was just kings, but it was people that was carpenters, it was people that did all kind of shit. But when you think about the very first black person, you think about shackles on their arms and motherfucking legs.
Come on.
And then it's to the point now, you got mental slavery. They done took the shackles off your arms and legs and put them on your mind. So a lot of shit you can't even see past. And that's what's wrong with our society. That's what's wrong with our people because the man really tried to put a gateway and everybody got, they went a whole different way about it. A few years back, when I was working at, at the other shop, I
Mm-hmm.
remember Dr. Umar was in town and he kind of speak at the shrine at the Black Madonna. And I remember how big of a deal it was, like how packed out it was. I was actually supposed to attend. Me and my partner We ended up not making it because it was on a Saturday. You know, we were busy at the shop. But
Mm-hmm.
I remember how big of a deal it was. Now they've humanized him so much to where they didn't call him, they done made him out to be memes and shit like that. To where now it's a joke. You take Charlamagne the God. As much as Charlamagne try to act like he's pro-black, and I'm not saying he's not pro-black, but I'm saying he's not pro-black. He does these antics to make it look like I'm with y'all. You know, I'm gonna put these books out, I'm gonna do this, whatever, whatever. We know what the real agenda is. We know what's really going on. We
Mm-hmm.
know who finances you. I watched Aries Spears. He was with Fat Joe and Jada
Mm-hmm.
podcast. And they talked about, you know, Ice Cube, how he had said things about Ice Cube, shit like that, whatever, whatever. And I remember Jada had told him, he like, hey man, these dudes see you in the airport, they might want to do something to you. You know, he was talking about Ice Cube and he was talking about it was somebody else. 50 Cent, he made mention of. And you know what Aries Spears
Mm-hmm.
said? You know what he said?
Yeah, I got goons.
Nah, that ain't what he said.
Oh,
Nah, he said I run people just like they run with.
yeah, he said, yeah.
I run with a bunch of Jews,
Yeah.
and we're gonna sue the shit out your ass. That's what he said. That was
Yeah.
his exact words.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, don't get it twisted. LeBron James, if you really
Mhm.
get to the nitty gritty, LeBron James don't own that school. Yeah, I promise school,
Yeah.
he's the face, a puppet. And again, that's my guy. You feel me?
Yeah.
But you really had somebody who was gonna try to put an imprint in these young kids' minds on who they really were because you got killed. Kip School, I think like Oprah, it's like a whole bunch of, people like they involved in it. But
Mhm.
what's the actual curriculum?
You know, I like what you just said about that because one of our black leaders said that
So,
what's the education part? And one of the education things was what is specific is the education part as far as us concerned. And that person was none other than Fred himself, a legend out of Chicago. And I think we don't understand the significance and the importance of education because if our education isn't on paper, then we're subject under slavery one more time. Same thing with Dr. Amos Wilson said about by being exactly uh by being exactly who he was at the time. You know what I'm saying? But what really hurts me is this is that we can sit there and we can publicly scrutinize somebody like Dr. Umar Johnson. And I'm saying this as with respect of us still not being educated enough to understand who's who in this fight for resources. Who's going to handle certain things in the fight for resources? And let me give the perfect explanation of that. Where we lack in education, we're playing catch up.
right,
So when we
all
look
day
at
long.
education, I can take a prime modern day example of what he talked about in that school about learning about mathematics, learning about real estate, learning about all of the essential things to because you got to understand education is just about as much as war. So let me give this example. When I talk about the housing market crash in back in the early 2000s, that was specifically a testing ground. And guess who was the testing ground?
Black
African
people.
American, black people, African
Who else would
American
it be?
women. You see what I'm
Who
saying?
else is the guinea pig?
So
You see what I'm
so
saying?
check now. Here's the funny part. We'll let that slide and we'll still go after these things. But when we understand the power of education and what Dr. Amos Wilson talked about, that means it's coming from us, for us, by us. If you look at any other culture here
Man,
in
bro, bro, what that really mean? We had for us, by us with the FUBU. What we do, we sell out to the white boy, right? We had Rocker Wolf. What we do, sell out to the white boy. We have Fat Form. Sell out to the white boy. G Unit. The only person that stood tall, right?
Mhm.
Let's be real. The only person that stood tall Even when he got his own alcohol and all that shit,
Mm-hmm.
he the one facing the most drama right now, and that's Diddy. Ain't none of these rappers, none of these people that did more for the black community than Diddy. Diddy done gave the most money to HBCUs. You know what I'm saying? Diddy done really showed niggas, hey, y'all want to be mogul for real? Let me show you. Because Jay-Z, and I love Jay-Z too, but I'm telling you, Jay-Z done sold us out too many different times. With Tidal, originally we had Tidal because that was supposed to be for like all the black artists to get together and own something.
Mm-hmm.
The minute he got a lane, he sold that shit. And fucked everybody up. Nicki Minaj crying for money right now behind that shit, right? Jay-Z, oh, you one of the only black owners of a basketball team, the Brooklyn Nets, but you only owned a tiny percent. The Russian owned, the big percentage.
Mm-hmm.
But the minute you got what you did, you jumped ship. Look, Michael Jordan, you own the team. Jump ship. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even a black owner in the league right now, except Nelly. Nelly and Usher, they got a small claim, and like I think the Charlotte Hornets
Right.
or it's the Atlanta House, some shit like that. But it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's so small that it don't hold no weight. It don't hold no relevancy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is Diddy tried to own an NFL team. They blocked that. He had the people in place that's gonna put the money up. One thing about it, man, if you're really truly gonna do something for black people, the people not letting you be in the mix, man. The only reason people like Al Sharpton,
Mm-hmm.
Jesse Jackson, it's too many names tonight. The reason they holding on is because they know these people not about to bring about no real change. They gonna preach a whole lot of hope. Oh man, keep doing this. Things gonna turn around, whatever. Who's giving you real solutions? And I'm gonna tell you another thing, because I'm not making it like I'm just no super Diddy supporter. But one thing about it, I ain't got no blinders on my eyes. And I'm gonna tell you this: Revolt TV. When BET got watered down, they sold out to the white people, and all they want to do is play Baby Boy and Minister Society to brainwash our society to feel like, oh, it got to be like this, baby mama, baby daddy. Oh, you got to kill people. You got to. The same three movies, Boys in the Hood, they kept playing all this shit. Diddy said, you know what? I'm finna go get Revolt TV.
Yep.
When everybody turned their backs on Louis Farrakhan and called him anti-Semitic, like this man done really done went out here and really did something to these people, which is bullshit. When he did his last speech, nobody played it. You know who played it?
Revolt
Diddy
TV.
on Revolt TV, and he got a bunch of backlash behind that shit. Then when these racist motherfuckers been doing all this shit in the industry for so long, playing games with the brand, doing all kind of shit, right?
Hold on,
He
you
said, you
big
know
balls
what?
and be loud.
Yeah, hide my bottles at the back of the liquor store. You know what, man? I got something for y'all. I'm gonna bring this shit to the forefront. What they do? Hit them with these lawsuits. Then he won the lawsuits, but then guess what? You gonna hit him with the RICO, right? But then check it. The RICO don't even hold no weight. So what you did was
They
you
got you
wanted to slander his
digitizing, bro.
name in the public opinion, but in reality, man, let's be real. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if black folks don't support Diddy when they get out of jail, just know, man, you sold yourself out. Because again, this man that gave money to HBCUs. This man done really put the time and the effort. The man that talked, man, TD Jakes just stepped down. But TD Jakes just talked about one of the last conversations he had with Diddy. So they put out that old power back shit. Oh, they having gay sex. Man, that's what they gotta do. Because they know black people are the only motherfuckers that give a damn about somebody being gay. No other race give a fuck about nobody being gay. Black people the only people that focus on, oh, he gay, and that'll just turn your whole opinion on somebody, right?
Facts.
Man, listen, I'm not trying to be long-winded, but I need you to understand, and I need you to see through the bullshit. Hey, man, if you don't get behind this man, look at everything. They used a black male, to take the key of the city away from him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z made it look like he really don't even know this dude. Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Sean Combs. Are you listening to me, man?
Yes.
Sean Combs, Sean Carter. These niggas that held Rock Nation brunches together Now you don't know this man. Cut it out, man.
You know, as I look at it, and just looking at it in its whole entirety, when we look at a person like Diddy and we compare him to Dr. Umar Johnson, now he doesn't have the cash capital and the accolades that he has, but I know he was passionate. I know that everything that he tried to do was with the best intentions. And here's my thing, and let's make a comparison. I'm gonna take the gloves off when I say this. In Black culture, which is the most saddest thing that I've ever seen, is we've allowed everybody to mislead us on a continuous basis and let everybody else fail. Prime example, the war on drugs by white people failed. Nobody said nothing. The war on terrorism failed. Nobody said nothing. Now we're in the age of where we are in technology, and who controls everything? They do. We don't. The housing market crash, which there were not any Black people sitting. When we talk about Lehman Brothers, when we talk about Merrill Lynch, we talk about Citibank, we talk about Citigroup, they were in control of the America's finances, and they damn near made the market crash. That was white folks' involvement, non-Black whatsoever. That fucked up. Nobody said a word. And I'd be damned if we actually have somebody trying to build something that in all the areas of activity that we do not fucking control, we have somebody trying to build at least one spot that we can all put our money behind. And the secret word to that is nepotism. And we never adapt to it. Because if we actually put our dollars towards something, then we would actually feel like we're a part of something. You want to talk about legacy? There's the legacy right there. Let me ask y'all a question. And I'm talking to you, the people on YouTube and everything. Name me a white school that is named after a war person.
Right.
You'll name all of them. Name me a Black school that's named after a Black warrior that was fighting, that gave his life on the line.
Ain't no Nat Turner. Ain't
Come
none of
on,
that. Hey,
man.
look.
Come on,
You got a Phyllis Wheatley, white boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Jeff Davis, white boy.
Come
You
on.
got
Eisenhower, white boy.
Eisenhower, white boy.
Come on,
MB
dog.
Smiley,
Come
white
on.
boy. Like all that shit, man.
Come on, bro.
Like what Jack Yates. You think
Come
that's a
on.
Black man? Yeah, that school sits in a predominantly Black area, but that school ain't after no Black man. White boys, man.
Come on, dog.
Confederate white boys at that, man.
At that, dog.
Oh, look, a white boy that'll turn over in his grave if he seen all these niggas on his campus.
Oh, bro. Come on, man.
Oh,
And
man. What we talking about, man?
And let me tell you something. For the ones that hated on Dr. Umar and sat back and watched him fall, you just did a disservice to your own community. Because I'm gonna tell you what that reminded me of. It reminded me of that movie, Lean on Me, with Morgan Freeman. Remember when everybody was standing in unity for the school? You had one Black nigga that was standing against it. And you know exactly who I was talking about. While Mr. Clark was trying to make a difference, guess what? There was always one that was leading the charge. Remember? It was always one leading that charge against their own crew, bro.
Even God said it'll always be one, man.
Come on.
And that can be good or bad. But it's going to always be one.
Yeah.
It's going to always be one, man. Listen, Judas ran with Jesus every day and seen all the miracles he performed.
Come on.
Still sold him out.
Come on, dog.
Hey, man, one thing about a nigga, man, a nigga don't need no reason.
Come on, man.
A nigga don't need no reason, man.
Come on, bro. And let me take this directly because, yeah, it takes money to run a school. It takes money. This man I've never seen a man have no days off with his lectures, no days. I've never seen nobody with a work ethic like his. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? There's a certain reason that certain people wasn't backing him. Because you know why? Because if you lead down that money trail, you'll always see those faces. You feel me? So we already know what time it is.
Man, I'm gonna say, dog.
Come on, dog.
I'm super disappointed in people because I look at it like this, man. Like, y'all know what that man was trying to do, man. Like, y'all know, you know what the mission was, the mission statement. Like y'all knew what time it was,
Yeah.
and people still they watch that shit, man. They wanted the shit to see that shit fold, man. They getting a laugh out of this, right? But then they complaining about the public school system. They complaining about how they black kids not getting empowered at school. Like your black kids got to go to school to learn about what these white boys done did.
Come on. And it doesn't fit you because Dr. John Henry Clark talked about this. He said, we're two different people because of a conditioning up under history. And if we are conditioned up under their history, then that means we're going to be consistently subservient to their needs and not our own.
Right.
And look at where the black male is in history, all the way out through to now, even in marriage, even in education, even in work ethic. We have a negative spin on our names on everything across the board that has to do with white culture and white society. Oh, bro.
Man, it's sad, man. I'm telling you right now, I'm not celebrating this. This ain't live to me. The fact that he didn't get the open because it's a guy that I follow, Mr. Lego, and I seen him. You know they making fun. Showing Dr. Umar ask for money and woo woo. No shit to take money to run a school, baby. That ain't breaking news. Like motherfuckers acting like money just fall out the sky. The thing is, when the other nationalities do this, they have backing and funding. Because guess what? It's gonna strengthen what they're already putting out there. The thing is, they know that we're trying to strengthen what we're trying to put out there. So yeah, they're gonna suppress it. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you this: a lot of these social media influencers are getting paid
under the table, baby.
Right, they getting paid to talk negatively about Dr. Umar, man. Don't get it twisted, dog. It's happening, dog. It's a smear campaign going on, man.
Yeah. And it's a disservice because what people are using him as a talking point, because here's the funny part. He made the algorithm, and there are a lot of black people that are making money off his name on the downside. You get what I'm saying? It's more profitable to be negative than it is to be positive in black culture. We've seen this, like you said, with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? He was the prime example. Look at the smear campaign on him. And the list goes on. Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X. It continued on. They all went through a smear campaign, and all they were trying to do was be better for the culture. And then guess what? When you have an iconic figure, and you know black folks are big on eyesight. You know what I'm saying? When we look, we can identify and say, hey, he's one of them. But then also that actually branches off to us wanting to have the same things. Let me give you something. The prison, the pipeline system is owned by white folks. The schools are owned by white folks. The prisons are owned by white folks. So they get to do the determining factor of where your child goes. Then when you talk about, oh, my kid graduated, yeah, still white culture because you're going to go fit the narrative of a white job, white corporate entities. You don't own nothing. So that's what Dr. Amos Wilson was telling you, stupid motherfuckers. He was telling you, hey, go get your own shit. The education that you're receiving is non-beneficial. I said this the other day.
Why you can't pass them degrees down to nobody?
You cannot pass that shit, bro. Let me tell you something. A trait and a skill you can build legacy on, bro. That's why they took it from the schools in the first place. And let me give you some real games so you motherfuckers can understand what the fuck I'm talking about. And I hate to be like this, but I got to be like this. You know what I'm saying? I hate to rob the prod, but I got to break this shit down for you. And I have to slow it down for you slow bus motherfuckers that don't understand, that love to sit in the back, that need to be sitting in the front to be educated. Right. What you got to understand about black culture is when they come out, when black folks are granted an opportunity, they give you a scholarship. When white folks are granted an opportunity, they get venture capital to build their own. You fit their system as a black person, white folks get the shit to build their own.
That is.
So when you sit here and you talk about, hey, this guy did never build nothing, what the fuck have you done for the community? And let me give you my credentials before anybody has something to say. And I don't have a dog to pick in this fight, but I done sat on political positions. I done sat on the Democratic Party. I done worked with political groups. I done been in the education system to see how this shit functions and works. There is no black entity, just the face. because if you had the power, we've had more politicians, more educated black folks in the systems to change it, and nothing has changed, bro. And Dr. Wilson said the same motherfucking thing in the 70s. As much as you think things would change, things are gonna stay the same, bro.
Right.
And that's exactly what it is right now. So when you sit there and you sit on your high horse about your education, we don't give a fuck because the white sectors control it. Dr. Neely Fuller said we don't control any of those areas of activity. So guess what? Your degree that you have that you made $200,000 and $300,000 on for the last 4 years could be cut off if they want to. And you see the president doing that right now.
Right. Not real shit. And you know, that's something you just said. Degrees versus having a trade. And look, we put my girl car in the shop, right? Now I done spent over $2,000 this week. You know, getting some stuff done, whatever, upkeep. But look, it's a Mexican man and his sons. They got the shop. Behind the shop, it's a house. Him, all his sons-in-law, they all stay there. Man, it's a togetherness that's going on. And see, they don't celebrate when another Hispanic man lose. That's why I'm disappointed about black people celebrating that this man schooled and failed. Like, man, it's trash, man. That's trash, dog. That's trash. You telling me a Beyonce or Oprah, the brother, and fuck them, because we always look at entertainers like they supposed to say today. It's black billionaires out there, period.
Come on.
They can really put some shit together. They not gonna do it. You know why? They got gag orders on them. It's certain shit that come along with that money. It's a contract that comes with that money that they can't speak on. Say, man, it's I don't even know what to say, man.
I can say it's a disappointment, and I'm gonna call out some names, and I personally don't give a damn because at the end of the day, you shouldn't kick your man when he's down. You should actually lift him up. I want to talk, and I'm gonna address Tariq Nasheed. I know y'all have had y'all issues in the past, but at the end of the day, there should be some differences set aside. Gully TV, you're actually, you know what I'm saying, a person that has actually spent the narrative directly on him instead of actually giving him a call. Yeah, you decided to go ahead and make blogs about the situation instead of going to him directly as a man. Charleston White, same thing. At the end of the day, as much as educated of a person that you are, and we recognize the things that you've done, you still
We're not living in the past. We're not living in the past.
But we living for right now.
You ain't in them town hall meetings and all that no more. I don't even know what you did when you had hair and all this. And you might have been doing that just to try to get the position you at right now.
Exactly.
That Charles and shit, I ain't falling for that.
Yep. And I'm gonna address him too, because at the end of the day, y'all could have actually, with those brilliant minds that you had, you could have actually collaborated and did something and built something. But you know what you did? You took your egos and you took your pride and you put it on the table before anything. Because if you were really about the culture and the skin that you were in, you would represent that in a different type of way. And guess what? The Malcolms and Martins in the world didn't have to shuck and drive and create all this negative drama in order for them to get things done. That's why I respect them so much. That's why this is exactly what my mom was talking about when my mom said that they sold us out, bro. These are the results of those babies that sold us out in the civil rights movement.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That when you see the Roland Martin, him, same thing, no different than them. And all the people that had a negative thing. Tasha K with us sorry broke. And also, I want to say Tasha K too, pay Cardi B. That woman sued you for the defamation that you said out and you lost, and you still ain't paid that woman with your broke ass. Pay that woman. Since you want to spread lies about people, tell the truth about people. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be a new media, bro. Instead of all the gossip spilling and all of this. If you're not gonna say it to their face, then shut the fuck up about it.
And Kendra Perkins, it was the time when you was at. Nigga, we know you got that apple in your mouth too now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Man. It's a lot of y'all niggas can't say what y'all want to say now because y'all got these new deals, man. Like, all that, yeah, then you can try to get on here and cuss us out. And they give you permission to do that, to cuss us out and say this and this, make it look like a real. Nigga, you know it's certain shit you can't talk about either, man. I'm gonna tell you who I like right now. He going on every platform and debugging the system. You know why? He know he on his way out the door. Denzel Washington, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He been going. He went on first take and held it down over there, but he just did
Yeah.
another interview, jabbing at
Sports
Stephen A.
Illustrated.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
and said a fight goes with it. Shout out
Yeah.
Denzel, man.
Yeah.
Denzel been mob side. Denzel been going to Jay Prince's house way before he super blew up.
Yeah.
We used to go eat with the mama and outlet, man. Back when Denzel was on drugs. If you know, you know, man. Denzel been dying, man.
And salute to the real ones that's not choosing the negative side and holding shit down like you're supposed to as a black man, and also the black females, bro. Because at the end of the day, man, if we all against each other, then who the fuck gonna be for us? And like you said, that is the most key intricate part in being a black man: solidarity, realness, authentic. You know what I'm saying? Just real, bro. And we don't have that in the culture. And I said names: Charleston White, Tariq Nasheed. Yeah, you let somebody pick you apart. Listen, you let somebody pick you apart in the debate that you didn't even have no clue about. Yeah, if you dibbed and dabbled in politics, but at the end of the day, you supposed to be loyal to the skin that you in. And if you're gonna be loyal to the skin that you in, brother, don't choose that to have a negative sight on a black brother that's actually trying to build something. You might call it a scam, you might call it whatever the fuck you want, but you stood by the side and you didn't put your differences aside with him
But
and
look,
you watched him fail, bro.
it's only looking like a scam because the funds got low.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You can't expect this man to do this shit by himself, man. What Umar thought was that black people was gonna get on board. And you know what's crazy? If somebody black get killed tomorrow,
Hmm.
people want to look up because they want to know what he got to say about it. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
They want him for shit like that. But
Yeah.
look, I'm going at Cam, Mace, Gilly, Wallow because man, nobody talked about the Carmelo Anthony situation. I'm not talking about the ball player. What I'm
Man, come
saying
on.
is,
Yep.
I told you, I said when these niggas get these big contracts,
Hmm.
watch how the subject matter change. Man, all that shit so watered down, man. Nigga don't even watch that shit no more, man.
Because there's no realness to the show. You see what I'm saying? Once they put their hands on it, wink wink, if you know what I'm talking about, they
All
start
the smoke,
changing it.
y'all too,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, man. All of them, bro. And this is and see, here's the thing. The media conglomerate that we have to empower each other, we're jumping on one particular individual. We're not using it to change the narrative about something. We're using our own same media platforms to fit the narrative and to keep the negative shit going, bro. And that's a disservice, bro.
Right. It's sad,
But we
man.
But we're gonna do a part two because this leads into this right here. What I'm talking about when somebody that they gonna want to speak on this situation. Man in Chicago is shot dead live on Facebook. This is an ongoing tragedy, and why will not Looks like we back. Looks like we back, man. I don't know what happened, but this goes to show you that the conversations that we have are concrete and they really do not want us to rock out. You see what I'm saying? You see how we get into it and how passionate we are, and they like to disrupt the flow. This is exactly what I be talking about. Man, this is wild. But nonetheless, we're gonna keep on rolling, baby. We don't stop. You know what I'm saying? That just goes to show you. But check this out. I got everything. We back online. And we rocking and rolling, man. But I'm waiting for him to come back up. I want to definitely give him his light. And man, we're gonna keep on rolling. You see exactly what I be talking about. I say anytime that I start rolling and getting back into it and getting passionate behind it, man, it comes right back. It comes right back. They always messing with my channel. If you know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to the powers that be, I literally told y'all that this was gonna happen. I felt it was gonna happen. If I didn't get down with the hate train with Dr. Umar, they was gonna mess with my channel. And they did exactly that. So I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. So it's cool. I'm not worried about it, but we still rocking. But look, I want to say this, man, and I want to bring this up. We talked about this whole Chicago situation, and this is what's going on right now. I want y'all to check this out. This is a very interesting thing, man, that happened. And this to me, this was sad. This situation. And I think this is a call to wake up, for us to wake up as a culture and for us to move forward. But look, this was just crazy.
Move our car, whatever car we need, so they can get the space and let's get the park. So now you, oh no, we can't do that. No, you just gotta find somewhere else to park. Who the fuck is you talking to? You feel me? Like, who the fuck is you talking to for real, even talking like that? Like, that be the shit, and that's what make a motherfucker be wanting to get into it with y'all, because y'all ain't got no respect. What's up, bro? What's up? Hell no.
I'm gonna run it back so y'all can understand how serious this is.
We will move our car, whatever car we need, so they can get the space and let's get the park. So now you, oh no, we can't do that. No, you just gotta find somewhere else to park. Who the fuck is you talking to? You feel me? Like, who the fuck is you talking to for real, even talking like that? Like, that be the shit, and that's what make a motherfucker be wanting to get into it with y'all, because y'all ain't got no respect. What's up, bro? What's up? Hell no.
A serious tragedy like that, man. A serious tragedy like that, bruh. That's a disservice to us, man. Just to see that and witness that live, the way that happened like that, bro. Everybody's been speculating, oh, it was a back door, all this was that. Nah, everybody played an intricate part in that, man, for that to happen the way that it happened. Yeah, there's a lot of variables that could be accounted for, but at the end of the day, man, it's a tragedy, and it's going to be an ongoing saga. And I'm going to say why. It's because now we're numb to it. We see each other get killed by police brutality. We see this shit happen time and time again. But what do we really want to do about it? Do we want to cry and fake care and have fake outrage about it? Of course, because I think even with us having fake outrage about it, it's like a ritual to keep everything at a calm. Yeah, eventually one of us is gonna go, but we still gotta pretend so that they don't actually turn their backs on all of us. So we show a little bit of empathy here and there. But in that situation, man, it's always disgusting. And of a place that we know that they call Chirac, I don't like calling it Chirac. I call it Chicago for what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a bad disservice, man. And the community lost somebody again to something that's just so senseless, just that fast. And then as you see him, talking about a situation, about getting into it with some youngsters or whatever, our emotions, I feel like our emotions are all fucked up and out of whack. What say you, man?
So the gist of what I get was this was behind a parking spot.
Yes.
Right. So I'm gonna say this, man. And I know I know it's senseless. I know it's dumb. I know it don't make no sense. I get all of it.
Right.
But man, one thing you gotta understand that some people are taking time bombs. So when you see these different situations take place, it may not be that deep to you. But if you see it's some escalation going on the other side, sometimes it's just best to remove yourself from the situation. It don't make you a hoe. It don't make you none of that. But this man can still be alive. And I understand we can say, man, well, they shouldn't have did it. Whatever the case may be, at the end of the day, he dead now though. We can say what should have been done, like prime example. I'm in the car with my lady one day, right? And she driving down the street the correct way. A car jumps out. She saw the car jump out, but she felt like, hey, I'm in the right lane. So what? I damn near got to get up and swerve the car like, hey, hold on, whoa, time out. Because the bottom line is we about to get hit. We can say, oh, that
Right.
person wrong, but we don't know if we going to live if these motherfuckers hit us. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes people want to stand on the fact that I'm right in this situation. I'm right. I had the parking spot first. Hey, man, sometimes some shit just ain't deep enough to take it to the next level because this man probably got kids. He probably got a wife. He probably got, a plethora of things. And here it is now. You died in the parking lot behind trying to prove a point to some young niggas. The young niggas are completely wrong. But at the end of the day, you don't have your life anymore. So sometimes, man, I just need people to one, read the room. For two, know where the fuck you at. Yeah, you don't like out in the Chirac. But at the end of the day, man, it's some niggas that live and die about this shit, man. And what it is, man, it's a nigga ready to get that stripe behind doing whatever they about to do. I just seen that little nigga just got, I think got like 300 years. That nigga that was going crazy in Memphis, just going in
Yeah.
the gas station, killing people and shit like that. Like, you got to understand where you at when you're in certain cities, man. When you're in Chicago, you in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? You in Philly. You in New York, H-Town, Dallas, New Orleans. Shit like that. Like, you gotta know you in a danger zone and know that everything ain't sweet. You gotta have your head on the swivel at all times. Nigga, you so busy going live, you just got into it with these people. And I'm not demonizing him at all. But what I'm saying is, bro, you wasn't aware. You were so unaware to the point where by the time you realized what was going on, they had already had your car door open. It's nowhere in the world, man, a nigga finna get into it right here, and then I'm finna get on the internet, go to it, and then my mind is completely off the nigga. No, I need to know where he done went, what vicinity he in, the whole nine. Everybody think life is a game, like it's a simulation, because you get on the internet and you go live, like, oh, life take a pause for a second. No, bro.
Absolutely.
Them niggas came and blew your ass down. And it's fucked up that they did. But the thing is, y'all just had an exchange. You think because you hit that live button, all of a sudden it don't exist no more?
And I thought about this too. He had a chain on, and that could have been them being reactionary just to justify getting into it with him, to scope him out. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of
Bro,
variables in
man,
this
there's
thing.
nobody lying. He lined himself up because even if it was on some shit like that, man, you can't think you bigger than the program. You see you one deep and they haven't been in deep they are. Play that video again, man. Play it again.
Let me grab it.
Move our car, whatever car we need so they can get the space, just let us get the park. So now oh no, we can't do that. No, you just gotta find somewhere else to park. Who the fuck is you talking to? You feel me? Like, who the fuck is you talking to for real, even talking like that? Like, that be the shit, and that's what make a motherfucker be wanting to get into it with y'all, because y'all ain't got no respect. What's up, bro? What's up? Hell no.
You know, our blacks say, let's get to the end. We're going to get to the end.
Right. Hey, man, look.
He's still on live.
Right. Even after he did. Because one thing about it, man, the ball going to keep on rolling, man. Hey, check this out, man. Me and you done been in the club together. We know, hey, man, the vibe ain't right. Man, we ain't waiting. Hey, you got your stick? All right, I got mine too. But, hey, we finna go on dip. Because the objective is to make it home. That's it. Anytime you walk out that door, your objective should be to make it home. So, guys get out here, and it ain't just guys. A lot of people, they like to stand on the fact that they right. This is thing. If in a road rage situation, right? Road rage. Because road, you got road rage real bad. Now, in a road rage situation, y'all flicking each other off, y'all cussing each other out. Because this person actually cut you off. You upset. But Rob, at the point they bring out that gun and they shoot you and kill you, and I'm not talking about you, I'm just saying people.
Yeah.
What does it matter whether you was right or wrong? You're dead. It's over.
It's a bigger picture.
Like, people are gonna say, man, it's fucked up, woo the woo, but the reality is you're fucking dead, man. Your kids gotta live with it. Whatever the case, they can say, oh, well, yeah, man, my daddy was right. It shouldn't, man. Who gives a fuck? You're dead. Sometimes, man, people read too much into the principle, and I'm a principle ass nigga. But I'm saying sometimes it ain't that deep. It's niggas that have been killed behind $5 dice games, and I understand that it's not about the $5. It's about the principle of the fact you're not gonna let a nigga get over you. But guess what? Once a nigga go to jail and he sit down, or when that family gotta bury they child, you know what everybody gonna say? $5, man.
$5.
$5, man. They never gonna get the principle of it. It's gonna be like, man, he died over a $5 dice game. The nigga who got life in prison who killed that nigga gonna say, damn, $5, dog.
I think what you hit the nail on the head, man, for it to be that situation and for it to transpire so damn fast. Life comes at you fast. You know, they always say that. Life comes at you fast. And I think with this situation and him, just in that whole situation, his life really was over before he even knew it. And I think that right there is a consistent wake-up call for African-American young boys. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like in America, every young boy has a point to prove. But I feel like their point to prove is because of that missing father. It's like they got to have on
Look,
their
Rob,
chest.
nobody ever believes it, though.
Yeah.
Nobody believes it. So, like, in that minute, when they got into them niggas, like, nigga, I'll blow your old ass now. In his mind, he be like, oh, man, them little young niggas just talking shit. Till he got snatched about. Look, now, and I'm not making fun of it at all. But just, if you just look at that moment before he got snatched out that car, it's like it was a sudden reality, like, whoa. Yeah. Man, you don't underestimate nobody, man. If I was on the block and a nigga was like, hey, y'all stay right here, I'll be right back. Guess what I'm doing? I'm leaving. Them niggas can stay. Because that nigga finna come back and shoot the block up, man. I'm gone. I got sense, man. Rob, I didn't make it this age by not having sense, man. One, because I'd have been a young, dumb, wild nigga. So I know at 19, 20, 21, I knew what I was capable of. Nigga, I'm not, man, look here, man. I believe you. If you said you was going to do this, I believe you.
There's no turning back. And I think in this generation, I think we got to understand as older generation from the younger generation is they not turning back. Once they go, it's all the way. There ain't no pause button. There ain't no moment of clarity, bro. It's gonna
all
boom.
Gas, no brakes.
They gonna boom your ass right then and there, bro.
All gas, no brakes, man.
Hey, look. But that's an unfortunate situation. Rest in peace to that man. Um, my condolences to his family, man, and you know what I'm saying. We're gonna see what happens because this was viral today. So rest in peace to him.
Yeah, yeah.
I got something.
It was viral, and some people they're gonna have good words to say about you, but at the end of the day, you dead behind a bunch of nothing. Hey, Rob, listen. And he look like he about in his 40s, right?
Right.
You live 40 some years old to die behind a parking spot. Think about that, man. Behind getting into it with a nigga behind a parking spot, man. Do you get what I'm saying, dog?
Yeah.
A parking spot, man.
A parking spot.
Parking spot, man.
Man, as we wave into this next sector, man, corporate greed strikes again with trap. We talked about the Walmart situation where they was already lawsuited for 5.6 million. Here we go again with jobs with another American corporate greed. Jobs are now using the term of you getting your education with trap. Training, repayment, agreement provisions, in other words, stay and pay. Which means is if you go to school on their dime and they're funding it, they're trying to put in the contracts to where you can't leave for 2 years, 4 years, 6 years. You know what I'm saying? And then if you do leave, guess what? It's a breach of contract and you got to pay back the 8,000 or the 18,000. You know what I'm saying? They just ruled on it in a couple of states on it being unethical and illegal. But this is now starting to become the norm. Now I want to take a crack at this one. I think that this does a disservice to Americans and actually turning them into indentured servants under servitude, right? You working for a job. Yes, I believe that there should be some clauses and different things like that if they're putting up the money for it. But then we also consider the fact that they also have insurance on you too. Believe it or not, the majority of these companies have insurance on you. When you die, they collect a certain amount of money. So, and even in this situation, I feel like it's a disservice to a lot of people, but I think it would have to be arranged to a certain level of fairness. Of course, if you don't have the money, it's going to go into the leverage of the corporations. But however, trapping individuals, if I got an education and you only paying me $66 an hour here, but if I receive that same education and I can go somewhere else and make $95, then of course I'm going to pack my shit up and go make $95 an hour. But what they're saying is they're purposely going to these companies, getting educated to go elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's an open market. This is America, capitalism, right? So capitalism should be just as advantageous for the corporations as it is for the consumer and the person getting the education to move on and want to scale themselves up. But most people might not agree, especially from a corporate side. But I believe that at the end of the day, you should not be trapped because guess what? They're not all fitting the bill. Trust me, there's some money that you have to actually put in there in order for you to get to where you at to. So, with that being said, I'm gonna say trapped is a disservice to America. And if anybody read your contracts, read the fine print because that's how they're gonna get your ass. But that's just me.
And you know me, man. I play devil's advocate, man. I just, and then I got partners who done went to like trucking school. And the people pay for you to go to school, but in return, you do have to work at this trucking company, a year, 2 years, whatever the case may be. Like, I do feel like if I'm fitting the bill, I mean, it's on the right. You wouldn't have these certifications or whatever the case may be if I didn't put the money up. So, yeah, I mean, 2 years is fair. That's sufficient. In that way. Let's just say, and I know people like to say, "Oh, pay it forward," and you could do that so many times, honestly, until you get stabbed in the back so many times to where you're gonna start implementing certain things. Just like I remember back in the game, it'll be a time where I back to school. I just as many people come in. Hey, look, we're gonna do the back to school haircuts, right? You will start saying, man, these people still complain. It ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? You'll start saying it be like, you know what? Or you got some people you only gonna see them that one time of the year. Like they gonna go elsewhere, but it's like, oh, free haircuts. Come on, let's go over here. Like you got people that take advantage of that. You gonna hold up some spots for some people who really been loyal. You get me?
Yeah.
Or because we got free school supplies, you want to come hit up and take all the shit you come away from the south side to the north side to take all the supplies from kids that's actually in the community that we serve. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to now you got to start putting stipulations. Well, hold on, wait a minute. Your child has to attend a school in this district. Or, hey, look, I'm only going to do a certain amount, or some of y'all be discounted at this rate. You start learning tactics to do because people will take advantage of anything that's quote unquote free. I even look and look, I'm guilty of it. Listen, I'm guilty. Listen, and I'm saying I do it on Tuesdays and Wednesdays or whatever the day it is. Chick-fil-A, they had a free, sandwich you can come get. I would go through the drive-through, get the free sandwich, pull in the parking spot, go in the inside, go get another free sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's supposed to be one item per customer. So one thing about it, people gonna play the game, they gonna play the system. And look, them people probably recognize, be like, damn, what this nigga just in the drive-through? And like this nigga, I done turned the hat forward now, like hopefully they don't recognize it. But one thing about it, they've been staying true to that. But if Chick-fil-A did decide, you know what, instead of free, we're gonna start charging people half. That number is gonna go down. That number gonna go down. But guess what? They true people still gonna come and do that. So I feel like this, man. These companies, they feeling like, hey, look, we paying for these people to go to school. They getting these certs. They going out to these other companies and they telling our secrets. Man, my second job, my first job as a teenager, I worked at McDonald's. My second job, I worked at Blue Beacon. Blue Beacon is a truck washing company, right? And the lady, we had a stud lady. She was our manager on one of the shifts. So what happened was they ended up building another truck wash across the street from them called McCarty Truck Wash.
Right.
It's no longer there. But they opened it up. The first person they hired was her. After she did all this intense training and all this shit with Blue Beach, she took all the secrets, all the knowledge. So they figured out how to cut costs, how to do a lot of things. But Blue Beacon sued the drawers off their ass. And they made it to where now, okay, if you work till it's certain things, clauses, and contracts you can't just go over there because that's why a lot of times these people pluck you away because they want to know, well,
Yeah.
how did the front office run? So
Yeah.
that's why I say I'm not fully against it because in 2 years, we probably got a whole different way of doing things. So yeah, you got to be here for 2 years or you in breach of contract, whatever the case may be. You make it tell them our old systems for 2 years ago, you won't be on top of what we're doing now. So I get it, man. WWE, and like just shit we watch. WWE have clauses in their contracts when these guys, when their contracts expire,
Right.
they gotta wait 60 days before they can go sign. Even if they sign with another promotion, they can't be on TV. Because guess what? You could get on TV and get to selling our secrets like how it was back when Eric Bischoff and them was
With
telling you,
Ravis and
oh,
Rick Rude. Yeah.
this what happened,
Yeah.
woo woo. So people just put in place systems in place to protect their corporations, and I don't see nothing wrong with it.
You know what? I'm gonna let the crowd, you know what I'm saying, get into this, man. This is something that excerpt about exactly what's going on. I'm gonna bring you up and let you check it out.
Fresh out of school, working for one of the biggest hospital systems in the country. You think you're getting paid to learn, but they got you signing a contract that says if you leave before 2 years, you owe us thousands. That's not training. That's a trap. HCA Healthcare just got hit with a $2.9 million settlement for doing exactly that. Nurses in California, Colorado, and Nevada were being forced to pay back up to $15,000 just for leaving early. But now, that policy is officially illegal. The state attorneys general said enough is enough. HCA has to cancel those contracts, pay back nurses, and never pull that mess again. So if you're a nurse, read your contract. Follow Off Shift for more nurse news that actually protects us.
Pretty crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
Situation, and like you said, there in the devil's advocate, yeah, you heard me say earlier that I believe that they should have some type of timing, and so much that you may, even if you do breach, you know what I'm saying, you have to pay back, you know what I'm saying, in a certain level of fairness, not all in a big lump sum, not all, you know what I'm saying, installments. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's fair across the board. Now, I'm gonna say this: if you are, like he said, watch your contracts. Make sure you go over everything like a fine tooth comb. And like you say, don't try to finesse the system. You know what I'm saying? Now that you put me up on game, I'm finna go get me a couple tunes.
Oh, yeah, no, that's how it's going on. If it's a free sandwich, I'm going. Look. I'm not even buying nothing. Give me large cup of water. I want the free sandwich.
Yeah.
As soon as I get the sandwich, I'm pulling in the parking spot and I'm running on the inside. I'm getting that $17. Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
Hey, look. And if you want to get 3 of them, I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, it had been the time I done went through the drive-through, and I said, "Hey, well, you know, my grandma, she at home. You know, hey, you think she can get one of
This nigga,
they're gonna throw that extra one in there. You know what I'm saying?
my boy is straight savage, bro.
Hey, but just think about it though, Rob. The podcast take off. We
Yeah.
got internship dinners we could do. We high end, you know, different young guys. And guess what? A group of young guys might go off and actually make us proud. But it could be a group that'll come and just siphon all the information we give him and then go take it over there.
Yeah, man.
And it's like, man, like it's you know, it's fucked up because it's kind of like the panhandle game, right? You get to the red light, and it's like, man, you may be like, man, let me go and get it, shoot this dude a couple dollars, and then you done seen so many times niggas, you know, run behind the dumpster and change clothes and
Yeah.
you know all that shit. It's
Yeah.
fucked up because they fuck it up for the ones that's really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, which you should give out the kindness of your heart. It shouldn't matter, but it does matter in a sense because I've literally seen a sign that say, "Hey, I just need $2 for whatever," and I give you $10, and then you still stand up. That do I bust a U-turn and say, "Hey, bro, I thought you only needed two. Hey, man, what you doing?
Come on.
What? What you about to do, man? You said you only needed $2. I gave you 10. Why you still out here?"
Man, come on, man. You know, yeah, you know how we do it, bro. Yeah, it's always a jug and a finesse on something, dog. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
But look, Rob, the people that are gonna complain are the people that who pockets is not coming out of. So the reason they put this trap or whatever you want to call it, which
Mhm.
I doubt that's what it actually, you know, what it was called.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the people are tired of their funds getting played with. Like you not about to come over here, get my free education, and then go out here and go help my competitors. No, that's not happening, baby. It's
Nah,
not.
that's real. Nah, that's real, man.
Now you gonna put some time in right here. Who paid your tuition?
And it's like you got a free tuition, and you know what I'm saying. You didn't do what you were supposed to do. You
No,
know
no,
what
no,
I'm
no,
saying?
no.
I get it.
Life don't work like life ain't designed like that, man.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I got to give you props on that one. Shout out to the people, you know what I'm saying, that you know what I'm saying, that are trying to pave the way and make things happen. But yeah, man, there has to be a certain level of clause in there to, you know what I'm saying, make shit fair across
Yeah,
the
yeah,
board.
yeah.
Shout out
I'm
to
not just gonna lay down and just let you have your way with it. Come on, man. No.
A nigga will.
Pull a house. Matter of fact, hey, yeah, if you do want to do that, hey, pull the
Yeah,
scholarship. Just go ahead and put them in debt, and yeah, we'll recoup that. But like,
yeah,
nah,
man.
you should want to be loyal to these people that's taking a risk on you.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. You should feel indebted, and that's the problem right there. Everybody wants something for nothing.
That's true. That's true. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Even if we are the pavers of the way, yeah, we still want something free too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
So look, it's interesting you say that. Speaking of paying bills, a mother went viral for teaching her son dating values. She's teaching her son that a woman shouldn't have to work and that he should pay all the bills. I want to ask the chat, what do you guys say? But I want to bring this up because I want people to, really engage on this, especially on the Instagram and the TikTok, because I'm gonna leave this up. Y'all check this out and y'all tell me what you think it is.
Mom.
What's up, son?
My girlfriend said she ain't gonna work when she get older.
She don't have to work, son. That's your job as a man. You have to provide, you have to protect, you have to pay for everything. When y'all go on dates, you have to pay the bills. So if she don't want to work, she don't have to work. She's a woman.
Mom, you must think I'm a simp. I'm not finna be with no girl that ain't gonna take care of me the way I take care of her. She supposed to cook, clean, and work. And if she don't do that, I'm gonna break up with her. Mom.
What's up, son?
My girlfriend said she ain't gonna work when she get older.
She don't have to work, son. That's your job as a man. You have to provide, you have to protect, you have to pay for everything. When y'all go on dates, you have to pay the bills. So if she don't want to work, she don't have to work. She's a woman.
Mom, you must think I'm a simp. I'm not finna be with no girl that ain't gonna take care of me the way I take care of her. She supposed to cook, clean, and work. And if she don't do that, I'm gonna break up with her. Mom.
What you think it is, man? This is an interesting conversation, man. And shout out to Black Millionaires, you know what I'm saying? Because we actually go back and forth and I show them love over there on their social media platform. But what do you think of this, man?
Propaganda, rehearsed, um, really putting out there what she like for herself. Um, little man too young to even really comprehend that. And with the way society is, man, that ain't how life designed no more. You know what I'm saying? Because well, in order for a man to do all these type of things, he's gonna have an expectation too. It's only fair to have an expectation. And that's that certain things are gonna be done every day. That mean she getting up at the crack of dawn cracking eggs. That mean that when he leave to go to work, he got a lunch pail full of food. That mean that when he get home, he got a home cooked meal with the big piece of chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Come on.
and that's the expectation. Now the thing is, you have women out here that they're gonna want you to pay all the bills, but they don't want to have to do all the work. And it's what you call a Faustian bargain. You feel me?
Yep.
It don't even make sense. So to put this in his mind, I just hope like hell he got a father that's gonna put him to the side and say, "Son, abort mission, baby. We're not doing this. Yeah, we're not doing it."
I seen what I seen in this is a woman, like you said, projecting exactly what she wants, as
Right.
opposed because here's what we got to understand that every household is different. And also speaking, and for us to be educated, and I don't want to sound like a nerd, but I am going to sound like a nerd. I think we have to start doing the specifics, and I'm saying the numbers on what kind of income houses that we're coming out of. Understanding the family dynamic of, okay, my parents made this. Okay, what is the projection of what I have to make in order to sustain for the next 15 to 20 years? That happens in white culture. That doesn't happen in black culture. It's, oh, you love, and oh, y'all, I felt fluttery and made me feel warm inside, so he had to be the one. No, 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 no. Finances and communication are the number one things that break up families, especially in culture.
And you know why that is? Because romance without finance is a nuisance.
Come on, man. We got to get this through our heads. And that's why when you're dating somebody, I have to ask, what is your family dynamic? I have to go in there to see what the mindset is. Let's look at the sisters. Let's look at the aunties. Let's look at the cousins. Let's look at the offspring of what's coming out of this and what results are we getting.
Right.
I
Now,
can't.
who are my child's first cousins? Because what type of influence are they going to have on my child? Like, these are the things you have to ask.
Yes, bro. And it is not a bad thing if you want your legacy to go in a scaled up direction. That's it.
Right.
And for him to be standing on his own, she didn't like it because the resistance, and like you said, there was a resistance in that. He said, I'm not gonna take care of somebody that's not gonna take care of me like I take care of them. You feel
Correct.
me? That's not so. It's not an ego. It's how
How we
we
go.
go, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah. Hey,
So
man, that sucker shit been dead a long time ago, man. Even the nerd niggas ain't going for it no more. You know what
ain't
I'm
no
saying? What that song?
listen,
We're not gonna take it.
take it
No,
anymore.
we're not gonna take. Like that shit, man. That shit dead because what's the exchange? Because see, this is the thing. They not even doing those things.
Yeah.
Like they'll say what they want from a man, but they're not gonna say how they're gonna help that man's life roll. How they're gonna help, help him excel. How they're gonna take a load off and at least offer him the space to be able to operate mentally by taking away a lot of the physical things he have to do around the house and things of that nature. You get what I'm saying? So, man, it's weird, man. Society
It,
has gotten real weird, man.
they and this is what I want to talk to our black sisters and our black brothers about. You cannot have a driving force of a legacy and culture if you have the men that do not have a warrior spirit. Understand this. The black man is not to be subservient to your every need. No, it does not work like that. You are not bigger than the program. Other cultures understand that but us. And let me give you something, then this is a huge jewel to understand when you're starting to grant yourself the opportunity of even having companionship. It is a work. You both have to work at it. Sometimes it's physical, sometimes it's emotional, sometimes it's mental, sometimes it's financial. You have to work at it. There is no skipping the process of it. If you look at the building process according to the scripture, there is a starting point. You're going to get to a middle point and a end. And at the end of your days, you shall retire to where you cannot work no longer. And your children are not supposed to be the responsibility of your financial
Right.
misfortunes.
There it is.
That's the key. You see
And
what I'm
and,
saying?
and the key word on why a woman was created.
Come on, man.
Said man shouldn't be alone, but a woman was supposed to be a man's help meet, man. You supposed to help meet the needs of that man. Versus they sitting around like, oh, what he gonna do for me? It ain't about that. And I'm gonna tell you this, man. This some real game right here. Any woman that sat back and allowed the man to try to figure out what it takes to keep her happy, that woman is never happy. I'm talking about when he tries to go above and beyond to try to make her happy, it just doesn't happen. You know why? Because it goes against the natural order. The women that you see are happy are the women that serve. You'll see she at the birthday party. She's the one fixing a place for everybody. She's not even at attending the party. She's the one making sure y'all got enough juice. Hey, y'all got enough. Hey, that's the happiest woman in the room because that's what a woman does. A woman serves. A woman nurtures. She does that type of thing. You get what I'm saying? The happiest wife is going to be the woman who's trying to figure out what she could do to help her husband's life be easy. The most miserable man is going to be the man who's trying to figure out how he can try to make her life easy because a woman don't even know what she wants. You can ask a woman right now, hey, what you want to eat tonight? It's going to turn into a math quiz, brother. She don't know. You can, hey man, hey, what you got a taste for? Well, I mean, I don't know. Well, I did see some on Instagram. Well, I don't. What you think we should get? That's how it's gonna turn. Versus you can simply turn to a man, hey man, what you want to eat tonight? Man, it don't matter what shit's tacos. What there it
Mm.
is. Let's go. A man is satisfied with a man. It don't even take a 5-star meal to satisfy a man. You can go make a sandwich. A man can be
Come
there
on.
playing a video game. Lost in the sauce playing the game. A woman can walk in with a sandwich cut in half with an ice cold glass of water, and he gonna think like, damn, okay, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, look. So I just said that to say this, man. All that, man, dudes really put too much stock in trying to make a woman happy. A woman is happy when she can actually be a woman, and a woman is happy when they're serving, when they're when they have things to do. See, like even with their children, the most pride I see out of women is back to school and Christmas. That's when
Mhm.
you see them post their kids up. They excited. Like it be girls, oh, I spent my last, but my baby, they wanted these shoes for school. And like it has nothing to do with them. It's when they're doing something for somebody else, that's when they're their happiest.
There was a word that I used the other day. Remember what I said? Selfless, subservient manipulation. That's exactly what you're seeing right there. And I also want to introduce this
Hold on,
term.
has it been on your timeline? All the women posting their kids?
Yeah, man, for school, it's been the whole school thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nothing outside
And,
of
and,
that.
and they excited about this.
Yeah,
To be able to
that's their
show,
true feminine state.
man,
Yes.
look what I did. Look how I dressed them. Look, I got their hair done. Look at the shoes I
Yeah.
put up. Look at their clothes. They clean. They starch. Whatever the case is. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when they at their happiest. Not when the focus is on them. Actually, that one day Valentine's Day, and even then she still want to call the shots. Well, I think I want to do. Like it is, and that's really more so for the entertainment side of Instagram.
Yeah.
But in real life, no.
It and I want to say this, and it just hit me in the spirit. There's another word that I like to use, emotional incest. And this is a thing that's going on when you see that type of conversation. And it's referred to as when it's a covert incest is a harmful dynamic where a parent or a caregiver inappropriately relies on their child for emotional support and needs that should be met by adult relationship. That conversation that she was having with her son should not be had in a way of trying to sway him, and that's where that other word kicks in, where you want him to be selfish and subservient to the manipulation that you want him to do your bidding, not anything that's good for the household. And ladies, I want to talk to y'all about this right now. I'm gonna tell you the blessing in being a servant. Most people look at that terminology as a relation to slavery, as a to where you subdued and you don't have any type of control on your own. Yes, you have control, because one of the most powerful things in the Bible, the highest thing that one of the things that you could be as a woman or man on this planet Earth is a servant. When you are a
Yes.
servant unto God and you're a servant unto your people and you're a servant unto your family, then many blessings are in store for you as an individual. And when
Right.
you receive that blessing of being a servant, then you go to the next level of being able to create peace, harmony, love, kindness, the foundation of what a kingdom of a man should be built by every day of his life until he retires.
That is. That's it. That's how.
Simple. It's simple, bro. And that's why it takes us to not be where we're whooping on the women, but we're really empowering them with things that they've never thought that they had, which is these tools that they possess. They only have to be shifted in the manner of going to the right person and the right people at the right places. And then guess what that woman does when she is self-serving? And when I'm talking about when she's serving everybody, then everything multiplies times 10.
Oh yeah. Hey, look, now I bullshit you not, man. It's a show I watch. It's an old show, but I still watch it. The Sopranos, man. I just look at Carmella, man, his wife. Like she couldn't wait for company to come over so she could sit there. And it be like this, man. Everybody in the living room having fun. She just watching from the kitchen, just with a smile on her face, like, yeah, they like the lasagna. They like the, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's a special type of a gift. Cause you know that's what we loved about the grandmas and shit like that. Like it was, you know, they wasn't the life of the party. They was the one that made the party happen. You
Come
know what
on.
I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Like even Unc that's working the grill. Unc ain't out there dancing while everybody dancing playing football. Man, Unc is on the grill. But
Come
look, the
on.
whole reason we came here because it's a family cookout. We came to eat.
Yeah.
He's the one that's making sure we eat while everybody else doing what they do.
Yep.
He got his bill, you know, he got his blood on his ear. And hey man, he chilling. He having a blast watching everybody have a good time, man.
And prime example. Remember when you came to my dad's house? The ladies were serving. They made
Right,
sure everybody had. And let me give you an example of how the devil works. And when you start coming out of your element, a lot of things are allowed to come into your marriages, come into your relationships, because you're carrying a certain level of masculinity, which is non-spiritual, to benefit the whole household in itself. Because my ex, who we were at that barbecue, and the first thing she asked me to do was go serve her. But her auntie pulled her to the side and told her, she was like, nah, baby, you supposed to serve your man. And then the thing is, she put it on her mind to tell her that, hey, if you keep on like that, man, hey, somebody gonna be able to slide on in there. But that was a jewel that was given, but we don't have that no more. We don't
right,
have those ladies. And here's the thing: a lot of these older women don't loud talk you to embarrass you. They pull you to the side to educate you and empower you. But you can't take that education and empowerment as a term of negativity for them trying to break you down like you don't know something. Because guess what? Anything that you don't know, you're a student of the game.
right,
That includes myself. I'm not above scrutiny or anything. Anything I don't know, I'm a teach. I'm a student of the game. Just like I learn from you, you learn from me, and it makes things easier when you're able to be receptive. And how you become receptive, you have to work at that. If you've been
right,
stubborn, you just listening to respond instead of to really fully understand, you're going to miss your blessing.
right. Out of here feeling, man.
Shout out to the ladies that do listen. Shout out to the ladies that's in the kitchen. Shout out to the ladies that do their thing and have secured their relationships and secured their marriages. Much love and much respect to y'all.
Yeah. Shout out to the old schools, man. The ladies who actually prepare dishes during Thanksgiving, not the ladies of now who just want to show up to say, man, who cooked what that actually brought dishes, man.
Man, come on, man. That's a blessing. That's a blessing, man. Listen, Tim, it's been a pleasure. Listen, they tried to cut my YouTube stream off when we started going in depth about some things, man. You already know that we doing what we doing, everyone we doing it so well. You know
If
what I'm
ain't
saying?
no
But before
feathers
month,
ruffled,
come
hey,
on, man. Come
yeah,
on, dog.
gotta be a little tingling going on around there, man. Yeah.
Yo, man, it's been a pleasure, man. Listen, we got to hit that port tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Time is money and money is time, baby.
All right, I'm headed out, baby.
Absolutely, man. Tell them where they can find you at, man. And I'm going to actually post it on the screen so they can
Yeah,
understand what I
Tim go to
mean. You know
great.
what I'm saying?
But as he
Tim, go
said,
to
time
great.
is money. And if you know the acronym, that acronym is TIM, which means Tim, man. Time is money, baby.
Man,
Let's get
come
it, baby.
on.
We're
You,
about here, man. And holla at y'all, baby. Tuesday, we back. Get it.
man,
Like
you
a Jack
already
Rabbit.
know. Man, come on, man. Tim over and out, man.
Uh,
All right. Listen, man, it's been a pleasure tonight, man. We have rocked out, man. We had some technical difficulties because I told you the powers that be don't like what I speak. You know what I'm saying? But we still doing what we doing. We've been doing it so well. You know, we do this, man. I want to thank y'all for joining me tonight, man, for tonight's broadcast. And if I came across, listen to me, man, drop some comments, like, subscribe, share. Let us know that what we doing over here, man, is worth it. Let us know that we rocking and rolling and doing what we doing because we trying to enlighten y'all and empower y'all on some things that nobody else talks about. And we say what the fuck we want over here because we can say what the fuck we want. The only thing they can do is turn out our YouTube, but we straight. we factual, and we don't bring nothing but positive energy over here. And if you ever want to be in the chat, man, listen, speak your piece, your comments, man. We do not mind. We are a system over here that loves, empowers, and wants to give back. Always, man. Because like I told you, man, at the end of the day, we doing it to empower you and spark your brain, man. I want to pay a few bills real quick, give some acknowledgement, give some love, man. Listen to me. If you ever get a chance, I want you to stop it. I want you to get online. Zoning Lifestyle, zoninglifestyle.com. At checkout, enter ZLFS, get the free shipping on the new exclusive pieces, man, over there. Listen, I told you basketball season is coming. Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant, Carmelo Anthony, man, and the list goes on. Man, go over there and get you some free shipping on Zone and Lifestyle. Also, check out my spot. I'm going to be there next week. Man, I'm going to be sitting there sipping a Mai Tai, or you might catch me, man, with a Thai tea, man. Listen, Baytown Kitchen, 5623 Garth Road, Suite 130, Baytown, 77521. Mention me, Pod God, and you're going to get 10% off your meal ticket. I also want you to do me a favor with this one too. The Great 88 Movers. There is no job too big, too small. The Great 88 Movers, they do it all. Call them for a quote. It don't matter whether it's residential or business. They definitely going to take care of you. They handle with care all your products. They handle with care all your furniture. They do some of the best work because I use them. I use them wherever needed. But I also want you to check out this other spot. Listen to me. PandemoniumClothingClub.com. Grab 10% off at checkout when you enter the podcast. Listen, all you got to enter is podcast and you're going to get your 10% off. You see me advertise it time and time again. Some of the best threads, some of the best fitteds. Man, y'all go over there, check them out. You see it at the bottom of the screen. Tap into them. None other. Also, if you get a chance, shout out to all the longshoremen over there at Local 24. You know what I'm saying? Got to give them some love. Look, head over to edhenningsco.com, the proud official boot of the Let's Yap About It podcast, and longshoremen and women everywhere across the South, man. We definitely doing our thing, man. And I want to tell y'all, man, for real, y'all check out some of these places that I talk about, man, and grab some of the products that I recommend, man, because they are high quality products and they give you some of the best customer service for real, man. Man, I have had a time with y'all, man. Like I told you, we've been rocking Tuesdays, Thursdays from 10 to 12, sometimes 10 to 11:30, depending on what's going on in the world. We like to show that love and we like to show that gratitude and that respect to all the people on the podcast, man. It's a blessing. And I can't thank y'all enough, man, because the podcast is growing. We almost at we 90,000 views, man. I'm excited about that. I got to give some love for that, man. 90,000 views, man. That's fire. You know what I'm saying? 90,000 views, man. I within the last couple of months, man. Listen to me, man. I appreciate every like, every comment, whatever that y'all drop, man. I take constructive criticism. That's a beautiful thing, man. And I just want to tell y'all that I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. But I want to say this. If you're in need of a little marketing boost in your social media community, man, let me know. I'm definitely going to take care of you. Look, we want you to have a sales increase of about 2 to 5%. Listen, from all your followers, let us do the walking and talking for your e-commerce services to deliver a sales increase, profitable and precise to not just you, the business, but also the customer. We care about the customers. We do honest business. Put yourself in a win-win situation. So DM me at podgod or email me at lets.yap.about.it@gmail.com and we're going to get you going, man. For real, man. Look, I want to thank you for joining tonight's broadcast. And if I came across your feed and you stopped to take a peek in, then come in and join the conversation. Comment down below. We've all come to the end. So tell a friend and let the conversation begin. So until the next time, we got a lot to yap about. And listen, I'm going to drop these 2 songs. I'm retiring these 2 songs. Listen, all y'all artists, y'all tap in with me, man. I'll play your tracks. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the show, man, give some love. You know what I'm saying? We give love around here. The 2 tracks that I'm dropping tonight, definitely Moon Man Easy, Me and the Gods. And then I'm back doing with the One Punch 1-2 punch combo with foreign glizzy with lavish living. You already know who it is. It's Rob the Prop. Over and out. Moon Man Easy. Take us home, baby. We out.
Hey, 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 look. Hey, hear me out. Look. Me, Nas, and Jay-Z, these niggas can't persuade me. Legends made at home, so outsiders never faze me. They be good size, mashed potatoes with the gravy. I'm the main dish, been chasing chicken on the daily. Finally got my feet wet, I'ma end the game, this a heat check. Playing with the pussy, sipping Henny like I'm Keith Sweat. I remember days they would treat me like a reject. Now I'm in the mirror, popping shit, it's just a reflex. Apologize later, I won't ever be a hater. What is good to the greatest, stay in fashion, that's the latest. And I believe in God, I hardly ever ask for favors. I read them niggas good, that's how I knew to turn the pages. A whole new aura, met a chick from Bora Bora. She won't do too much complaining if I take her to Sephora. Can't let her have my heart, I'd rather keep it in the storage. They say the one you need gon' come around when you the poorest. Oatmeal, loaf of porridge, take a chance and get a foreign. Niggas tried to lowball me when my lyrics was maturing. And my shit got validity, don't even need a chorus. I'm married to the hustle, we been looking for a florist. I come up with soliloquies, I'm willing in a fortune. This base motel, killing niggas like I'm Norman. I got baggage, keep it close, feel like they filming me on hoarders. God, family, then the money, that's my values placed in order. Plus I keep a bad bitch, she always wet like Fiji water. Want my whole fucking dollar, you can't keep a fucking quarter. Old niggas started hating, now I'm creeping with his daughter. I be in her walls, me and my balls, I'm creeping on the border. Life ain't about what you achieve, more about what you become. I be done when I'm no longer having fucking fun. They'll play you like a lame, they'll treat you like a bum. Want the whole fucking loaf, I ain't leaving out a crumb, nigga. You on top of me, no stopping me. Hey yo, what the fuck?
we've been talking a lot lately about, the journey, about my backstory, about everything that it took to get to this point, right? But it's so many of you that's out there in the trenches every day, putting that work in, and you want to keep the main thing the main thing. What you want to know is that product, high quality. And I just want to show you our latest boot, man, going out today to a customer out in Detroit, Michigan, man. That quality. You see the quality in that boot? You see the motto on that, real clean? You see that logo? Real nice and clean on that, baby? That's right. The main thing is the main thing, man. High quality work boots at an affordable price, man. That's what we all about. Bringing you the best in the game, man. The hottest name in work boots right now. Ed Henning's brand work boots, man. Somebody got to be great. Why not you?